Well, it's Tuesdays with Tracey, and a couple posts ago I was talking about synchronicities and coincidences, and someone made a comment about the power of numbers, how it represents a sign for them, and it got me reflecting and made me think of this story. So this was years ago. I was actually presenting to a group of holistic practitioners. You know, they were from different backgrounds and offered some amazing services. And I actually ended up in a conversation with this one woman. She was a Reiki practitioner. And we got into talking about signs, and she was saying, you know, it's so interesting. Every night I wake up at the same time, 222, and I get a message from my guides. I'm like, well, that's really interesting. Good for you. She goes, you know what? I can tell you're open. She goes, tonight, she goes, ask your guides for a message at 222. And I'm like, absolutely, I'll do that. Now, the logical part of me was like, of course I'm going to wake up at 222 if you plant that seed. But again, I am open, so I did it that night. I asked my guides, you know, please send me a message at 222. 222 in the morning, I kid you not. I woke up to a blue light blinking in my bedroom. And I looked over at the alarm clock, and sure enough, there it was, 222, and I'm sure my jaw dropped open. And so what was blinking was actually my phone, which is interesting because I usually turn it off at night. And so I went over to it and I opened my phone, and the very first thing I seen was this beautiful swirl of energy on a picture, and on it was all is love. Beautiful message. And it was actually from a girl in California. I must have liked her page back in the day when I went through my training. She was one of the instructors. I've never spoken to her. I've never received a Facebook message before, but it just so happened by coincidence, maybe. So my challenge this week is, what kind of coincidences and synchronicities have appeared in your life? That's just my challenge. But also, I'm super excited because tonight is the night Anne and I are hosting a virtual book club. Actually, the very first chapter in our new release book, The Gift of Shift, it's called The Gift of In Sync, is about coincidences and synchronicities, and we're hosting it in our free private Facebook group tonight because we're diving into the chapters each month, and tonight that is the chapter. So I would love to see you there if you'd like to continue the conversation. Until next Tuesday.